I make a statement, being the first troublemaker on here. The city, y'all can't buy y'all way out of this situation. Stop trying to just give money to any organization and think it's gonna change our communities. Y'all need to give money to the people that's on the ground level.
This is the Queen Aziza Nubia. I got the good troublemakers with me, y'all. Do y'all like that name, Good Troublemakers?
Yes.
Okay. So I want y'all to real quick tell everybody, if they do not know who you are, and what it is you do. And we'll start with you.
I'm Luke. I'm on One Half Neighborhood Heroes, Avondale, community leader. What I do is give back to the community.
Tierra Powell, also known as NCT. I'm currently the president of East Westwood Improvement Association.
All right.
Chris Griffin, West End Community Council President, leader of the New School.
Big Batch, Avondale, the other half of Neighborhood Heroes, community leader in Avondale. I give back to
Rashida Pearson. I'm an entrepreneur, trauma counselor, and a youth advocate, and I speak on policy changes for the youth.
And last but not least,
Rob, CEO Moore, mentor, youth advocate, and I am also the vice president of the East Westwood Improvement Association.
right, so as you can see, there is a theme here. I brought together people who actively work in the community. One, to change our community. We all know that we are dealing with some hard times. Our youth are out of control. Just a lot of crazy stuff happening, money just being swindled out of our communities. And I thought it would be powerful to talk about just our past, but what are things that we can do presently now to build a good future. And all of the work that you guys do in the community, I think, helps gets us to that point. So just, we're headed into a different climate. We got a new president now. Everybody's afraid of the DEI stuff ending, blackness being over. We're not gonna have anything. Everybody's running scared. Can everybody just share with me, or whoever wants to share, what are some things that you think needs to be done in our community that can help us propel forward as we go into these times? Because my thing is, like, we got spending power, and that's like that trumps everything. So I want to hear everybody's idea or feedback on that. And don't talk at once.
I'll go
I know I
first.
said a lot.
I think education is a big piece. I think we always talk about educating our people. I mean, that goes from everything from how to vote, what to look for when you're voting, and even educating people on how to eat. I think that we have to get back to educating our people and teaching them how to do things that have been lost. I think that education is key, and that's not just formal education like college, trade schools, and just overall educating people on how to be healthy and to just be active citizens, and that includes voting.
So I think mindset is the biggest thing.
Yes.
We got to change.
That's number one.
Yeah.
That's number one.
So many generational curses we gotta stop too. Like keep this cycle, so we gotta stop it. Then mental health and everything. That's real big in our communities.
Get therapy. There's nothing wrong with that, y'all.
Nothing wrong.
And to the culture heroes, we gonna check in too every week.
But like Aziza said, mindset is definitely a thing. We just got to get better with, trying to develop ourselves as a whole and our communities. I feel like, all of us on this stage right here, we proud of what we grew up at, but that's not the end goal. Like, we want our kids to have more than what we had. So I guess it's just changing the mindset is definitely a big.
I want to also address, what are some of the things that our community can do as a whole to bridge generations together? Because we can't continue to have the older generations who have the wisdom, right, fighting against the younger generations who are the ones that need to be activated. We have to find a happy medium to be able to get the work done without gatekeeping, without without trying to block or feeling offended because younger generations are rising up. What are some of the things that you think we can do as a community to heal? Because that's trauma as well. Let's, as we wrap up, kind of share on what are your ways of thinking that how we can bridge our community together. Because it's not going to work unless we're all working together.
I'll start with this one. I always like to talk about how I was brought up into a leadership role. I never identified myself as a leader, but I always got to give credit to Reggie Roberts and Rodney Christian, two of my biggest mentors. They identified folks like myself and Robert and plenty of others at an early age. And even though we may have not seen certain traits in ourselves, they really tried to, guide us and really give us the knowledge that we needed. And we watched them. So we watched them give back. So I think for us, we have to not only just be giving back, but teach the kids that's coming up now how to also give back and why that's important. And I think the other thing is, when we talk about community and all of our communities in the city, I think this is a perfect example of collaboration. We from the West, Avondale, Madisonville, downtown, I think that we are starting to see a shift in the gatekeeping, and we understand what that looks like, and we understand how to fight against that. And and unfortunately people gatekeep for other traumas that they probably had in the past, but I think that things like this collaborate, and when you all have the same mission or similar, when you align in your missions, this is just the start of it.
I want to say accountability. When we as a community take accountability, I told somebody the other day, I understand they put crack in the community, but at the same time we still made the decision to sell it and use it. So yeah, we fell for their trap. So we need to take accountability for that whole generation that got caught up. So until those gatekeepers and the community itself take accountability to why we're in the situation we are, we won't go anywhere. But it's hope. I'm keeping hope alive. We here. So accountability is going to be the key to change and move forward.
My piece is we got to learn each other, like the ages, because that's what I do with my kids. I mentor, I learn them, they learn me, and we can talk about everything we do. So the one thing we can do is learn each other.
There you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this issue of Cincy Black Magazine. I thank you guys for being leaders and doing this collaboration with me. Make sure you download the Cincy Black Travel app, and until next time, y'all, peace.